made me watch Jack the Giant Slayer the other night, and I made a frightening discovery. Segway! So, we were watching Jack the Giant Slayer, which I was not pleased about to begin with. I was kind of like, oh gosh, this movie's gonna suck.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it ended up being pretty good. But, the first thing I noticed when we watched the movie was that the star, the Jack, his name's Jack,
Yeah,
right? Jack was the guy who played R. And if you guys haven't watched Warm Bodies, you need to do that because that makes the reference so much better.
I haven't watched
Warm Bodies is actually kind of funny. It's like a Romeo and Juliet. Not important to the book.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like Romeo and Julie. I'm doing it again. He plays R in that movie. R. Yeah. Anyways, he plays Jack in this movie, and I was like, oh my gosh. That's the coolest thing ever. Yeah. He had a dippier hairstyle, but you know, they had dippier hairstyles. And I'll get into like the interesting part later, but you know, it's kind of like an elongated version of Jack and the Beanstalk, with more sword fighting, more giants.
Involves a princess.
Yeah, they have to get the typical heroine in there. She's.
And there's like a token evil guy.
Token evil guy. Yes, he has to be like he's the token evil guy that betrays people. As usual. They have to get that in like every movie. It reminded me a little bit of Princess Bride.
Oh. Yeah, it does.
Plot ruin! Just kidding. It's not as awesome, but the basis of that was a little bit like Princess Bride, except, you know, the king wasn't evil. But it was a little bit like Princess Bride. Anyways, so we're going through the movie. I had to get up and get a drink, so I missed like the beginning part where it has the knight, head knight. I don't remember his name. Either way, he's played by Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's how we know him. So he's played by Ewan McGregor, and I missed that scene. So I came in, and they're like, oh my gosh, you missed the best scene, or the important part, and I'm like, I already knew she was a princess.
So we had to go back and rewind it.
Yeah, I really did. I was like, nothing was happening. He was just taking the card to the thing and trying to sell it, not to ruin the plot, which doesn't ruin it yet.
Not really.
There's monks in this movie. Anywho, I can't remember where I was going with that.
He looks.
Ewan McGregor! We're talking about Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
So I saw him and I didn't really, know who he was right away. I recognized his voice, because I'm a voice person, it's not as much as I'm a visual person, but I recognized his voice and I'm like, that voice sounds so familiar. Because I don't caught the fleeting glance of him. Then the next scene he shows up and I'm like, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I was like, what? That does not look like him.
Yeah, everyone was like, oh, that's not Obi-Wan Kenobi, so I pull out my handy dandy smartphone. And I'm like, let's see her. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor. What movies was he in? And I'm not it. I'm gonna look up the names.
You were just all like, I was right.
I'm always right. When I get the voices, I'm right. That's my thing. You can't ruin that for me. That's my deal.
That great at recognizing things.
She's not. If you meet her on the street, she'll be like, what? Who are you again? It's not important to what we were talking about. We have a lot of segues. Hang on. Keep talking. I'm just gonna find out what the name of this guy is.
On her handy dandy smartphone. Elevator music!
Elmont. Elmont was the name of the character. Okay, so
I don't remember that.
Elmont is Ewan McGregor, seen someone with this unique kind of hairstyle we have. When I watched it, I'm like, oh my gosh. Ewan McGregor looks exactly like Rhett.
I know.
Rhett and Link.
He does.
I pointed it out to her and she's like, oh my gosh.
His
Yes, they look
hair.
almost exactly alike.
It's so creepy.
Yeah, and we love Rhett and Link, so we're like, mind blown. It was just, we'll pop up the pictures up on the screen here so you can see them, but you'll notice the hairstyle's almost exactly the same. It's really easy to tell. I mean, I think Rhett is a bit, I want to say stockier, but he's more muscular looking, and Ewan McGregor is a little bit wonkier.
It was a rather creepy discovery.
It was kind of weird. I mean, I think it's just because he did his hair like that. He had the Rhett hair going on. I've never
Yeah,
seen anyone
it was
else with hair
like-
like that. Yeah, the thing where he goes, you know.
I don't know how
hair.
he keeps his hair up like
I
that.
don't either. It looks like he just has a bunch of hair and he brushes it back.
It defies gravity.
He's like anime hair. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. He got like one of the strands down his head.
Yeah. I remember he seeing his head from the side, I don't think. Yeah, that I haven't paid attention. We'll have to discuss Luke's hair in another video.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Elmont is the character you want to pay attention to. He was the best character in the movie. They kind of wimpified him, like to make him Jack the hero, but you know, he was still my favorite. And I think it was because he was 0-1. And he had red hair, which was kind of cool.
He got a lightsaber every time.
Yeah, he wasn't very good with the knives, probably because he was busy with the practicing the
Yeah.
lightsabers. Like,
Maybe that was before his Star Wars. Like he moved on in life after Jack Prince He went to Star Wars. And
Star
then
Wars
he
was
grew
made
more
in-
hair.
the Star
No,
Wars
I'm
was-
just I know the movie was made
Okay.
before that, but like he grew more hair and he just braided it. Got a lightsaber.
No, we'll go into that. No, because they just let this one strand grow when they're Padawans, and then they cut the rest of it. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna let my hair grow and it's all gonna go into this one, this big braid. It's just not gonna happen.
Well, that was really weird.
No. Either way, my impression of the movie overall was actually pretty good. That's what we're trying to get out of this. Yeah. You'd like it, you know, it's kind of exciting. Some of it's predictable, but you know, you've read Jack and the Beanstalk, so you should know what's happening. There's no reason.
There's a little bit of filler though. Like just
Well, there's filler in every movie. Look at Princess Bride, that's like all filler movie. But everybody loves it. Homeschooler reference, we need to stop doing that. Star Wars and Princess Bride in one movie. Whoopsies. Anyway, movie was good. You should check it out if you have time. You should also check out Red Link because
Yeah.
they're a favorite YouTuber.
they're awesome.
Second maybe to only Swoozie.
Oh yeah.
Swoozie.
She swoons over
We
Susie.
we are not we don't get money from saying that or
No.
recognition. So this is just our personal opinion.
Yeah.
We are not sponsored. This is not a sponsored video. Check out the movies and hit subscribe and like if you like this movie video.
Comment.
Comment. Even if it says you guys suck. I don't care. I'll just delete your comment. Whatever. It's fine. But you guys have a good rest of your day. Hopefully you enjoyed like a 10-12 minutes this thing ends up being. We might have to edit this a bit and make it shorter.
But just remember, keep on juggling.